Ding, 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 ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Welcome to Brothers in Arms Podcast. You're listening to the Soulful Sounds of the Underground, episode 110. Today is February 5th, 2023. Gentlemen, hello. It's good to see you again.
I'm telling you, this guy has missed his calling. Missed your calling. Holy
Oh, one of
cow.
these days I'll retire and I will be a cruise director. That's
Oh,
exactly what I'm gonna do.
no, don't waste it on a cruise, man. You need to hit the masses. You need to be like a disc jockey. You need to be a radio, like, talking to the masses. I can
Just
just
chatting
see
with
it now.
everybody.
Come on, dude. Like, if you could just get the guests, you could be the next Larry King. You could be the next. Don't go Howard Stern because that's just weird.
No,
But
no,
you
no mind in the gutter.
you could be the one that everybody comes to and hears your voice and goes, "Man, that's butter." That's butter. Wow.
I
Okay.
don't want to talk to him. I want to talk to that guy.
That's right. I want to talk to him. Wow. Wow. Well, hi everybody.
Hello.
Oh, Alex, you're a little crunchy there, buddy. Is it? It's weird.
What
Like,
about now?
yeah, like the
Hey.
mic has shifted. Try it again.
One more time?
Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, so we got Alex
Okay.
back. Hi, buddy.
Right.
Hey.
Gentlemen,
Oh, wow. So,
good
as
morning.
as Greg has said, here we are. It's the 5th where we are, and it's the 6th where Alex is. So,
Yeah.
today
Mhm.
is February 56th, and we're so glad you're here. So, hi. Uh, what's up, boys? Let's talk.
Oh, it's good to see your faces.
I know, right?
It's,
Like,
especially that one.
Alex and I had a brief moment because Greg's computer was not, and so,
It's still not. It's still saying no.
and so
If you haven't
Mhm.
noticed, I don't have my headphones
I
on.
know, man. I'm sorry. We're probably
Mhm.
blasting all of this craziness to all of your neighbors. I'm so sorry, so
It's
sorry.
not that bad.
It's-
Still entertaining though.
Yay! But Alex and I were having a moment, and that's exactly what I said. G. I was like, man, it is so good to see your face. So yeah. Hi, boys. Hi.
Right.
Hi. So what's going on? Like, life is good. So we have caught up before. So we talk about things we can't talk about to you folks, and that's just because, well, we love you and we
Mhm.
respect our boundaries with you. That's a thing. We'll talk about that, respecting boundaries. But
Mhm.
we respect our boundaries with you, and so we did not hit the magic button to start this thing until just now. And hi, so glad you're here. Welcome to the show, gentlemen. What
Mhm.
can we talk about that our viewers, that our listeners would like to hear about today? Greg, you're smiling. What's up, dude?
I'm trying to think. Oh, so I did do one thing cool. Work sent me to New York City the other day. Got to go up
Beautiful.
for a couple
Mhm.
days. Yeah, that was kind of cool. I can talk about that.
Okay.
Sure.
Um, so yeah, so my line of work has me traveling all the time, and sometimes I get to go to really dumb places, and sometimes I get to go to really cool places. And in this case, it was a trip up to the city, and I have not been there in years.
Yeah.
So got a chance to go up, stayed in Midtown Manhattan.
Mhm.
I know it was awful, staying at
Mhm.
a really nice hotel in the heart of like the financial district of New York City. Um,
Mhm.
Wow.
got a chance, yeah, yeah. So Liz is saying, yeah, no, those are for family, so we're not allowed to share those. But got to share some photos with the fam of some of the things I got to do and places I got to go. I actually, while I was there, Downer Debbie Downer moment, but still beautiful. Have either of you guys been to the Ground Zero Memorial yet?
No,
The
sir.
9/11 Memorial?
No, sir.
Okay.
I haven't been able to.
Put it on your bucket list. If you if you can go, go. Um, It's absolutely amazing. And what was even cooler is, so again, perks of the job. We have a relationship with one of the guys that runs security for the One World Trade Center, the main building, the new One World Trade Center.
Mm.
Because the World Trade Center isn't just one building. It's a series of buildings, but there's the main one that is it's was it 1,776 feet tall. It dominates the southern tip of Manhattan. It's absolutely incredible. We got
Hmm.
to go inside it,
That's
and
Wow.
cool.
not only did we go inside it, but they took us up to one of the top floors. Something I did not understand. Not all the floors in the building are finished. So they took
Mm.
us up to an unfinished floor. So basically, the floors were still cement, the walls were just the cement. But what was really cool about it is because it's unfinished, um, as soon as we get up there, there's people having written notes all over the walls. Um, you know, everything else to Alex. I think I've sent it to the group chat. If I didn't, I'll send it right now. Um,
Hmm.
so there's all these different people have added stuff on the walls there, and so when we got up there and we got in, the first thing that he did was he pulled out he pulled out his pen, and he's like, okay, here you go. And we got a chance to leave a mark
Mm.
on
Hmm.
there on the wall in the World Trade Center. Um, so yeah, so I sent that to the group
That's
so you
cool.
guys can see it.
That's cool.
It's pretty cool.
So yeah, so that was pretty sweet. So saw that, and then being active duty military, to go into the memorial and see all the historical, all the artifacts and stuff from the day and afterwards is completely is free.
Mm.
So got a chance to go. I spent a good, I'd say probably 4 or 5 hours walking through that thing, and it
Wow.
was yeah, it's something else. It really is. I think they did a really good job of both honoring the memory of the thousands of people that died there while also preserving the history
Mm.
and making something for everyone to see.
Yeah.
Because we all saw it on TV,
Right.
but
Right.
to actually like go through and see it was pretty awesome. So yeah, so I did that.
Hmm.
Um, had some really good street food.
Why does it
Because you
always
can't
come
go
back to food for us, huh?
because you can't go to New York City without getting some tasty street meats from
we're
a halal food
we're
vendor.
just a bunch of foodies.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, this
That was
yesterday.
literally the
So
second post that I made on Instagram. Was just food.
The
um,
food.
yeah, no, did that, and then I had ramen. So like, there's some places around here where I live in Virginia that are decent, but it was New York. And I went to a Michelin star chef's ramen shop
What?
over on Lexington called Momason's, and I had sticky ribs and ramen and a glass of sake. And gentlemen, the $40 I spent on dinner
What a
were
feast.
well spent.
That
It was
God.
so stinking good. Um, No, enjoyed that to no end, and then I had one really good dinner. I got my street food. I didn't really do too much else. I worked out. Uh, Patrick, we were talking. You talked before the thing started lifting. I'm gonna hear more about this, but I have been really focused on. I cheated like really bad yesterday.
Mm,
I ate like a pig. Um, but I went to a Brandy and I went out to dinner in DC with another some of our friends and stayed up there for spent a night up there and went out and got all dressed up and I had a steak that you could cut it with a fork.
Mm,
Um, yeah, it was good. It was really
mm,
good. And then
mm,
oysters and everything else. But
mm.
it was expensive, but man, was it worth it. It was one of those dinners. Um, one of those places you don't do that regularly.
No, no.
mm,
Um, but no, we did that. But no, I've been doing the intermittent fasting
Ooh,
and really paying attention to what I eat and really ramping up my running and staying focused. I'm down 20 pounds.
hey, good job, buddy.
mm,
I am down 20 pounds. Alex,
Nicely
and I know you're
done.
gonna make me feel bad because you've been on
He's
that
pulling out his
Navy,
elasticity.
yeah, that Navy ship diet for the win.
Ship,
Um,
ladies and gentlemen, ship with a P.
ship with a P, ship, just to make sure it's a ship. It's a ship. It's not a boat.
Ship diet.
Ship diet. It's rice and well, it's rice usually because
mm.
that's all they've got.
Beans.
And beans, yeah, because those
Mhm.
keep.
Yeah.
It's that rice and bean diet.
Forgive me, is
That
that where
Mhm.
navy beans come from?
Yes.
yeah.
Connection.
He
Yes.
got it.
Oh,
He got it.
education.
Mm,
Yay.
Education. I love it.
But no, it's just I'm seeing a difference. I've been hitting the gym regularly. Actually like seeing change. I can like my belt. I can put my belt down one more loop, which
Look
is
at
really kind of
you.
cool.
Come on,
Um,
man.
yeah, the suit that I wore last night because I suited up and
mm,
it was the same suit that I wore when we were on vacation back last year back in September
mhm.
and I put on the pants and I was like they were a little loose. You know what I mean? Like
Nice.
it was really
Mm,
satisfying. It
Nice.
felt it felt it felt really good.
So, questions
mm,
from our chat room. Number one, rice and beans and rice.
Yes.
mhm,
It's a pretty poopy diet, to be fair. That ship diet with a P.
mhm.
I feel like there's an innuendo
A
there.
little
Thank you,
bit.
Liz.
Uh,
I needed
and
that.
and then your nephew asks, "Do you put anything else on the rice and beans?"
Yes, and I know what he'll say. I'll let him say it first.
Hot sauce if
Hot
we have
Yeah.
sauce.
it.
If you
Yeah.
have it. Oh
Oh
crap!
yeah.
Are you out already?
Mm.
You're always out of
So
hot
that's the
sauce.
thing, man. You always had hot sauce.
Oh dang.
You go and you sit down in the galley, like we even have a first class area, and the first thing that always runs out is ketchup, right?
Yuck.
So if you don't have ketchup, you have to put something else on it. Salt always goes next, and then after that's the hot sauce
Which is
because we have,
watered down salt.
yeah, essentially.
Spicy salt.
Spicy
Yeah.
salt. That's right.
I love your spicy salt.
So we literally they put out, you get Texas Pete, right? And
Sure.
the one that everyone always fights for is the garlic Texas Pete,
Ooh, didn't know there was
right?
such a thing.
Yes.
I didn't either, but it's fantastic.
Okay.
But they have that. Then they have the regular Texas Pete. Every once in a while they have Tabasco. Sometimes they have Cholula. But the one that you can always find on there, which is just near and dear to my heart, is the Texas Pete hotter than hot.
Yummy.
You don't want to taste your food.
No,
Oh no, it's the nuanced flavors of the hot
no.
sauce.
Dude, you just want to
So,
suffer through it.
so Liz, you're a boss sending the hot sauce. So Patrick, I'll tell you
Hmm.
because I've never done boat life, but I've had my time over
Sure,
in
sure, sure,
in
sure.
other places of the world. It gets so bad, and it's ground side. It's the same thing. You know,
Hmm.
we have more of a supply because it's easier to get to us than out in the middle of the ocean.
Right,
But
right.
That's crazy.
it gets to the point where most of the guys I know, myself included, I carried a bottle. I would get a small bottle that I would refill, and I would keep it in my flight suit.
Hmm.
I would have a bottle. So like I'd sit down at dinner, and you go over to a meal or whatever, and you'd pull your hot sauce out of your pocket and you put it on the table
Hey, you
so
want a little nip?
you could put it on your food. And that's always the funniest thing because as soon as
Uh
someone sees, Alex, you know what I'm talking about. As soon as someone sees
Hmm.
that you've got a bottle, um, they are suddenly your best friend.
huh.
Hey, buddy. Hey, what you got over there? You got where'd you get that? Can
Spicy
I get some
salt.
of that? Can I get some of that spicy salt?
Hmm.
Yeah, no, they'll suddenly be your best friend because all they want is your hot sauce.
So, Alex,
Hmm.
not to drop a surprise on you, but you do have a box coming, according to your wife. There's more in
So,
there, and she also says there's a
yeah,
bottle of sriracha in it, double wrapped in Ziploc and cling wrap.
Hopefully it doesn't explode.
hopefully.
Here's hoping.
Oh man. Do you, do
Fire in the
you see
hole.
do you see some of those Patrick, do you ever see some of those pictures that he sent? I know I've sent because I've had some of my care packages. You send them when we send pictures of what they look like after they get to us.
Oh no.
They're all wrapped like you send them, they're all like taped all the way around and
Right.
taped over this way and that, like everything is perfect. And then he gets there and it looks like someone just sat on it. The whole center
Mhm.
of it is bent. It's rough.
Oh
It's so
man.
gross. It's like, man, are you
It-
serious? Come
and
on.
it's like the opposite of the Grinch. You know how his heart grew 3 sizes that day?
Yeah.
My box shrank 3 sizes. I don't know how that happened.
Oh, and she also says, one of our buddies has a sauce caddy in his rack made out of a Carhartt beer koozie. Hmm, nice. I can dig it.
That's where it's at.
I
You
can
do
dig
what you
it.
gotta.
That's right. Let's go.
Hmm. Yeah. I got
Oh.
one dude who walks around like we call him Tool Belt because like anything that he wants is on his belt. So like he has a 9/16 wrench that hangs from his belt. He has a tactical spoon that's in with like his flashlight and his digit holder. But he also has a pouch that has one of those little bottles of Tabasco.
Keep talking. I'm gonna grab water. I'll be right back.
I'd call him
Yeah.
Go Go Gadget, not Tool Belt. This guy
No, he's
sounds
Tool Belt.
ridiculous. But what a road
Oh,
name! That's awesome. Do you have a road name? Please tell
it's
me you have a
crazy.
road name.
Why would I have a road name?
Oh, please tell me you have a road name.
I do have a road name.
I can't wait. Hold on. I gotta wait. I can't, but I
Yeah,
gotta.
it's Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Woo! That's perfect.
yeah, yeah.
Oh
So
man.
I was dad for the longest time,
Oh.
right?
Gee, did you hear
Because
that?
I'm
Please
No, I
tell me you
missed
heard
it.
that.
mm,
I asked Alex if he had a road name, and he says he does. And Alex's road name is.
Mom.
I love it.
Yeah, yeah. So I have 27 kids.
Believe it.
Yeah, I
He's
have
faithful. He is
20.
faithful.
Yeah, yeah, so,
Oh my goodness.
yeah. So I've got 27 that belong to me,
Oh.
and it's always fun. It's always funny, because at the end of the day, right? They answer to me. And the answer is Chief. And for the longest time, whenever you show up, you get a sea dad, right? So you get somebody that's supposed to be there to show you the ropes, to help you out, to make sure you're doing all the stuff you're supposed to be doing. And when I came back to division, I was the number 2 guy. And when I took over, they looked at me, they go, well, yep, no, you're dad now, or granddad, or whatever. And then a little while ago, Chief was down there, and they looked at her and they're like, well, if he's dad, what's that make you? And she goes, no, I'm dad. And they said, okay, I guess that makes you mom then? I said, sure.
Oh man.
So I've got a little guy, his name's Chavez, and Chavez cracks me up because he's probably like 4 foot nothing.
Oh man.
Um,
Isn't there a height limit for the
but
military?
there is.
Okay, just checking.
He's like the bottom of it.
Oh, bless it.
But Chavez will walk around, and I run into him everywhere. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm walking through the ship in some random spot. I'm up on the O2 level, trying to track somebody down and get something signed.
Yeah.
Chavez comes around the corner. I have no idea how it's like he's following me or something. I don't know. But every single time, like, I'll run into him, random spot, whole bunch of people around. And he'll walk up to me and go, hello, mama.
Oh man.
I just have to look at him and smile and say, hello, Chavez.
Oh, carry on.
And we keep on.
Carry on, my wayward son.
Yeah. I've been working on getting my wings. So I've been walking around, all sorts of places. And one of the things, trying to find all the topsiders, the Airedales, trying to go talk to the Skittles and collect all the colors of the rainbow, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Yeah, that was a joke for Greg. Sorry, Patrick.
That's fine, sir. You're right.
But, I'm walking around up there. I've got my air books with me. I'm talking to people, and here comes Chavez. How did you find me? I don't know. Like, at this point, I'm impressed. But I'm standing there. I got a couple of the guys that are my same rank, a couple of chiefs, and I'm, talking to them, trying to get my book signed. And he just, walks through, stops. Hey, Mom.
I want to meet this guy.
And Chavez is pretty good people.
Oh, it's perfect.
So, but no. So, Greg, you and I have something in common. We both got our wings.
Yeah, not the same.
Oh, they're the same.
No, they're not. Not even close.
They are exactly the same.
You can work anywhere in the carrier as a in the aviation side. No,
I've been
not
told
the same.
if I drink a Red Bull, I'll get my wings too.
You can get your wings with some Red Bull. Actually, speaking of it's kind of funny. I do have one other story.
Divergent.
From the New York trip. I'm gonna share it, and it still makes me laugh. One of our crew chiefs, one of our flyers, the guys that actually fly in the aircraft. That's how they have their wings. They're boyo.
I keep hearing a slam here, but I'm not.
It's a fun slam.
I'm not.
No, he actually got his call sign while we were in New York.
You're getting a side eye over here.
Is it also Mom?
No, his call sign is Peter Pan.
Oh. Does he? Never mind.
No, it's really it's a good one. So the trip, We went up there, went without a hitch. Like we did our job. Everything was great. The last day that we were there, we had to fly out the next morning. So it was like, all right, let's get everything packed up. We'll get everything put on the planes tonight, make sure everything's taken care of, signed for, whatever. So first thing in the morning, we just go out and we'll fly home. Be great, no problems. So we start loading everything up. Now my job, um, I'm I'm the my role is all the paperwork side of the house, making sure that the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted, like, everything, all the math checks out for hours and everything else. So I'm doing my job while the Marines are loading their stuff up. Well, one of the crew chiefs is his aircraft was the one that had our big storage containers that we bring all of our stuff with on his plane. And those things weigh about 2,500 pounds apiece. And once they're on the aircraft, they have to be strapped down. Whenever you fly, everything, we call it shoring. Alex, you know about this too. Everything
Mhm.
has to be shored properly because as you're going through the air or you're moving, if you come to a sudden stop, you want those things to stay in the same place. So he is on top of one of these boxes, his 2,000-pound box inside the aircraft, and he's working on strapping it down with the ratchets. Well, he finishes getting it ratchet strapped down properly, and he goes to try and slide off of it. Now, the space is only about, 2.5 feet, 3 feet in height between the top of this box and the top of the inside of the aircraft. So it's kind of tight as it is.
Right.
And he goes to try and slide off of this thing, and I don't know what he was, if he wasn't paying attention or whatever it was, but when he went to go and try and slide off, that ratchet caught him on his backside, and he did,
And he,
yeah,
he
He
flew.
was hanging from his
he
butt on the
did.
wall.
No, no, Patrick, he got hooked.
So he was
He was hanging
stuck.
from his butt on the
Yeah,
wall.
he got hooked by his butt. So he got off, and now here's the thing. This happened. No one noticed, and he disappeared. And like he went to the restroom to go check himself out. So no one knew what was going on. Plane's still getting loaded up, everything else. Now I'm finishing my paperwork, and I'm like, where's this Marine? Like, I need him to sign off his portion of the paperwork so I can finish my job. Where the heck is he? No one could find him. I'm getting annoyed. Like at this point, because I like as soon as we're done, we're going home. I wanted to go and eat and go to bed. Like I was done. I was ready to leave. And so I'm
Hmm.
I'm starting to like I'm getting mad. I'm like, where is this? Where is he? Find someone, go find him. Finally, he shows up. He comes walking up, and he's white as a ghost. And I'm just like, what happened? Like, where were you? Um, you know, like we're trying to get this done, blah 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 blah. And he's just like, oh, stuff sort of like, um, I got hurt. I'm like, oh, oh, like what do you mean? What? And he's like, yeah, I'm bleeding. It's like,
Oh my goodness.
oh gosh, I'm like I went into
Triage. Yeah.
damage control mode. So it's like okay, how bad is it? He's like, oh, I'm trying to stop it. I'm like, all right, find Doc, like Doc, like I'm yelling across the hangar, like Doc, like get over here, come check him out. Like we need him to come check this out.
Wow.
He ended up going to the hospital that night. They gave him I think they stitched him up. He's okay. He's not dead. Thank God. He got hurt, but he literally got hooked. So his call sign is Peter Pan.
Got it.
So,
That
and
makes sense. Okay.
you talk about tactical spoons. This one's made out of titanium.
Mm.
it's a well, it's not a
So
spork.
it's a spork. It's kind of hard to. I'm trying to see if I can get the camera to focus on it. Um, so this is made by a brand. This is made by a brand called Light My Fire. I own it in titanium. Wait, this is my favorite one. This one's gone through two deployments now. And then I also have it in I have a big giant one in plastic and then two more small ones that are made out of plastic that look just like this. So yeah, so this guy when I deploy, this goes in my bag and then it goes in my pocket of my uniform and it goes with me everywhere. Because I always have utensils to eat.
Nice. Smart. Because fingers
Yeah.
can only go so far.
Yeah, and
Hook.
what is this? What is
This
this?
is my hook. All right.
Mm.
So,
Well,
Alex.
Patrick, what about you, man?
Oh, me. We're back.
Yep.
Aw.
Yep.
Um. So, yeah. Started a new semester here at the
Hmm.
training school, and for those who are just catching up, it's seminary for the Salvation Army, and Carrie and I, my wife and I, were tasked to be homiletics tutors,
Mm.
which means we both have a squad of four that we are walking through, first years, by the way, walking through how to properly exegete scripture into a sermon.
Hmm.
It's fun.
I love I love how you say that. It's fun.
It's trying. Um,
Hmm.
it's a walk of grace, and it's really hard
Hmm.
because, gentlemen, you both have been in your careers for a while now.
Hmm.
You have become the mom of your respective
Quite
workplaces.
literally.
You know how to do what you gotta do.
Hmm.
I feel experienced enough to be able to confidently say I know how to do this.
Hmm.
But gentlemen, I am falling very short when it comes to teaching individuals how to exegete, and I'm just struggling. Um, if
Hmm.
any of my cadets are listening to this, I love you. You're doing great. It's just not me. So, yeah, there's that going on, and that's okay. It's fine. We're learning.
Hmm.
Um, but on a side note, I am trying very hard to be consistent at strength training in my own
Hmm.
personal life. And so Greg and I finished that
Marathon.
Marathon.
Oh,
We
marathon.
finished that marathon
Marathon.
in October, and
Mm.
after that, I was like, you know what? I want to try something different. I still want to run. I still want to. I got new shoes. They're nice. I got new
Mhm.
shoes. I'm putting some good use to them, but I wanted to do more. And so first part of November, I started strength training with a
Mhm.
cadet, and it's interesting the changes that
Mhm.
happen to your body when you start developing muscle.
Mhm.
It's kind of weird.
Pick
Um,
up heavy things and I put them down
that's right, and I do
over
it
and over and
over and
over
over and
again.
over again. That's right, and
Mhm.
I don't have like definitive like definition. Like I can't go "Ugh," and you see all the stuff, but it's nice. Like
You feel
things
better.
things don't jiggle as much, which is great.
Hmm.
Mhm.
That shouldn't be jiggling, and yeah, I never realized how important protein was.
Mhm.
I'm eating a lot more protein. So much so that I'm actually taking shakes now of
Yeah.
protein.
Mm.
little bit of
to
supplement.
yeah, so it's like 24 grams of protein in a shake, and it's just this is a weird journey, but I'm really digging it. I'm really enjoying it. I
Mm-hmm.
want to hold on to it, but I'm stretching into like kettlebell work, and I'm stretching into like calisthenics and that
Yeah.
kind of
Mm-hmm.
stuff, because I'm realizing that bench pressing and stuff like that is just kind of like eh. Um, I did my first Murphy um,
Mm.
last week. Greg, have
You
you
did a
heard of
Murph?
this? I did a Murph. Yep.
God bless you.
Yeah, I know. It was ridiculous. It was so
Yeah, it's
stupid.
horrible.
So stupid.
It's a beautiful thing. It's who it's named after.
Yeah.
You know the story behind it, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir, I do. Yeah.
But
Special
yeah,
Forces?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, for those
The dude
not.
was the dude was a monster,
Yeah.
and he was an amazing individual.
Yeah.
His citation is worth taking the time to sit down and actually read through.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, for those not in the know, it involves a mile run,
Yep.
and then you do 5 pull ups, 10 push ups, and 15 squats. And then you do that 10 times. And then you run another mile just to
Mm-hmm.
cap it off and die. So, so yeah, in the scheme of things, you do 50 pull ups. You do, what was that? Alex, math me please. 100 push ups
100 push-ups.
and 150 squats and 2 miles.
Mm-hmm.
2 run miles. Two
Yep.
1 mile. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
So a
yeah,
full Murph is 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats
double
with the
that.
mile on each
So
end.
I didn't do a full Murph. I did
It
a Mur.
yes yes you still did a no. You want to make it really fun. Um,
Weighted thing.
stuff. Yeah, normally you wear a 20-pound weighted vest while you're doing it as well.
Jiminy Christmas.
Let's
That's
just make it terrible.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just add to the hashtag. I don't Murph.
8 years ago. Yeah, no, absolutely. Because I'm not there again. I've done it once. It was horrible.
Wow.
I
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
hated
Wow.
myself
Wow.
for days afterwards. If you asked me right now, Patrick, to do that, I couldn't. I'm nowhere near that again.
Mm.
I'm working on getting back into like a shape.
A shape. Yeah. Not
Yeah.
round. Yeah. No, amen. But yeah, it was something, and I'm enjoying this journey. My wife is joining me down in the gym. She's walking on the treadmill, and so it's something where we get away and just be us for a little bit, which is great. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it, things are going well. Life is good here, and very very excited for those changes. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That's
Alex,
good.
I think you got more. Do you have more?
I always have more.
You always please share more.
Sure. Well, we were in port again, obviously. I am still in the Mediterranean, somewhere around there. And we've pulled back into a port that was my first port of call that I have ever hit.
Oh really?
Yeah, so this is like a return for me. It's kind of nice. So I threw it up on Instagram for you guys that want to go check it out. A couple of neat pictures, food pictures, but
Food.
food.
Love the food.
Right here in Athens.
Not
And it's
Georgia,
kind of
y'all.
funny
Not Georgia.
you were talking about not Georgia.
Not
No,
Georgia. No.
I'm out here in Greece.
Ooh.
But it's funny you were talking about marathons because I was literally walking out from the boat and there's two dudes that had rucksacks and they were ready to go. They were going to run the marathon. They were going to run from Marathon to Athens.
What?
Yeah.
With rucksacks?
Yep.
Y'all are crazy.
They had all of their stuff in order to run a marathon, but no joke, like they were literally gonna run the 26.2 miles from Marathon to Athens,
That's insane.
the original marathon.
So what did they end up just taking a bus up there and then running back?
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Wow. That is neat. I like that.
Mm,
But with a rucksack
I
on,
thought they
y'all are
were
insane.
yeah, a little bit. But that's not me, man. Hashtag I don't run. Um,
Hey man, that's our brother.
yeah, but I've been hanging out. I took my exam for chief last
Yes.
month,
Good
Nice.
job.
so yeah, so feeling good about that. Uh, uh, I have I have roughly about 2 months left on my quals. I plan on being done before we pull back in again, before next port call next month, whenever that's going to be. Um, and that's the last thing I need. I'll send my letter to the board, tell them that I am qualified and now meet all the wickets, and hope that everything goes well.
That's awesome, bud.
Yeah,
Hope so too. That's great.
um, yeah, it'd be kind of nice. I may put on anchors this year. I don't know. We'll see.
Too cool, man.
Pretty legit.
Too
Hmm.
cool.
Yeah, but we've just been hanging out, just relaxing, having a pleasure cruise.
um,
Sorry, I can't say that in this
no,
face.
you can't. No, no.
Oh, sorry.
So, not to kick the hornet's nest,
Sure.
what wings are you talking about?
Gosh.
So, so we're in the Navy,
Okay.
uh, and the Marine Corps is in the Navy.
Okay.
There's this thing called Enlisted Aviation Warfare Specialist.
Okay.
Yeah, we just call it air warfare. It's AW. And I got my ESWAS a while ago. Probably like 13 years ago now.
Gee whiz.
Yeah. But I got here, and one of my goals, before we came back, was to get my wings, to get my air warfare. So I get to wear that on my uniform now. I can stand next to Greg and be like, "Look, I have wings, dude."
Yeah, except minor combat. Big difference.
Yeah,
Your
get
ship,
those.
you know a bunch of crap about the boat. So Patrick,
It's been
that
kicked.
in the this is a difference between the Marine Corps and the Navy. So
Mm,
Alex being a sailor, being on the ship or any ship for that matter, or any
mhm,
position, um, they take being qualified very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
So
mhm,
for them, being qualified within their respective area means they can do any job.
mhm,
They don't have to be an expert per se. It's not like you need to know, but you need to know how to find it. More specifically, you need to have an idea of how to do it.
mhm.
Um, and that they can get qualified in different areas of the ship.
Okay.
So, like a fully qualified sailor on a regular ship is a surface, so they get their surface warfare. Like they are qualified
Mhm.
they can drive the boat, they can work the navigation, the power, like they can do all of the different positions on the ship. And
Sure.
then they've got
Mhm.
in this case, what he's talking about is so being on a carrier, they have an aviation element that's attached to the ship. And so he got all of his qualifications and he is qualified to work any of the parts of the aviation aspect on the ship. That's what he's talking about when he says he's got his wings. So
Mm-hmm.
like sub guys can they get their dolphins. Like if you're fully qualified on a sub, they have that. Even within the in the Marine Corps. So here's one of those fun ones. If you're a doc, if you're a Navy corpsman, and you come over and you hang out on the green side. We call it going green. You come green side. You come hang out with the Marine Corps as a Navy corpsman. Um, they can get what is known as their FMF, their Fleet Marine Force certificate, like qual. So basically, they are qualified. It's a device just like the wings or the surface warfare or the sub, but it's literally it's got an EU globe and anchor in it, and it's got some wings on the outside and some other stuff. But it's basic or not wings, it's like scroll work. But basically it
Mm-hmm.
means that they are qualified to
The
be with the
palm
Marine
funds.
Corps. They have their
Wow.
Marine qualifications, and to get it
Wow.
is no stinking joke. For the Marine one, it's rough. Like you have to like do a hike in like full gear for like X number of miles. We're talking like flat Kevlar rifle, full ammo load, the whole nine. Um, you have
Nice.
to do a bunch, and then of course take all the tests and everything else. Like
Yeah,
it's insane the amount of stuff that they have to go through to get the different certifications. So
I can dig it.
I'm proud of you, Boyo. It's no joke. I know it's a lot of work, so but I'm still gonna give you crap for it because it's not the same.
I got my wings too. That's
Different
it.
type, different set of wings. Still impressive, but not the same.
Next uniform picture we take. I got you. I got you, fam.
Yeah, he's gonna have like all the devices like going down the chest and on the belt
It's
and
like that one guy that's got him across like this.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. I love it.
oh man.
I
Mm-hmm.
love it. All right. So, I have the question this week,
Mm-hmm.
this episode, and I reached
This
out to my
month.
son and I said, "Hey, bud, can you help me
Mm.
out with this?" And so this one comes from my boy. You ready?
Done
It's
it.
delegation right there.
He says, "What popped into my mind was think multiverse. Which one would you want to live in? What would be the crazy thing that is different from our universe that would change everything?" Now, he loves his Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
He and his girlfriend are avid watchers. So, if you want a softball route, go that way. But which one would you want to live in? And what would be the crazy thing that is different from our universe that would change everything?
You want me to make up a multiverse. So if I lived in a different multiverse, what would be different about that multiverse that would make everything completely different?
Bingo.
Mm.
Oh, ooh. Philip, you got him thinking. This is good.
Oh no, I'm good.
I like it.
I'm good.
Alex, why don't you go first on this one then? Because I'm not sure yet.
Certainly. So we're talking multiverse, right? So all the different options and opportunities and different things that did happen that may or may not have happened in this multiverse. So, like for example, Greg, to help you out, you've seen the show What If, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what if JFK was never assassinated?
Oh, I thought about that.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. I think that'd be the one that would be interesting enough.
Speaking of which, have you watched For All
Uh,
Mankind on Apple TV?
I have not yet.
Oh, please do. Please do.
I need to.
It is worth it. Okay, sorry. Keep going.
And I'm still going through Wednesday right now.
I
That's
just
awesome.
finished, just Brandy and I just finished. Actually, before I came down here, we just finished season 3 of Umbrella Academy.
Mm,
Nice.
That was good.
All
very good
right.
one.
I'm looking forward to the next one.
No,
That fourth and final season.
yeah, it it would definitely be interesting, right? Because if you think about it, after JFK was assassinated, we did all the different things. We ended up going through Vietnam. Korea happened. He was
Mm-hmm.
assassinated right after the Cuban embargo. Um, he was actually the one who signed that, so that'd be interesting. How uh, that relationship between him and Castro, how that would have changed or continued on. Um, I think that's a very impactful moment in history that could have changed.
That's awesome.
It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to think, man. I'm over here going, what if air was water?
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Our whole world would be upside down.
I like what you're thinking, man. That's good.
No dry land.
Mm,
Alex threw out JFK. I would be interested to see. I'm with him. Like
Thinking
world
nuclear.
events are a big deal. You know what? I'm gonna come closer to the present day. Um,
mm,
COVID changed everything.
Oh,
You know, it changed the way that we interact with people. It changed the way we work. You know, it
hmm.
changed the way uh, it changed everything. You know, we suddenly, re tried to rewrite the book on just about everything. I wonder how we would have these last 2.5, 3 years would be different if COVID hadn't been a thing um on the world's, the global pandemic, as it were,
Yeah.
and how that would have affected um everything.
Sure. Sure. It's a good point.
Like, would Trump have gotten elected a second time
Had COVID happen or not happened?
had COVID not happened?
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So just makes you wonder.
So personally, I struggle a little bit with this when we consider our universe and our understanding of it all because uh, when push comes to shove, it's my understanding that everything happens for a reason,
Yep.
and all of this is due to my faith and my
Sure.
understanding of who God is. And so what has happened because he deemed it so. And this can go a whole lot of other routes, and people can get angry because, well, this happened and this hurt me or this hurt my family, or and I'm not saying any of that it was anybody's fault or
Hmm.
fallout or you name it. I'm just saying when I start thinking or going the route of, well, had this happened differently, would this change this? And personally, I just gotta look forward and look to what can be. And so I appreciate the question. I think it's great. I think that's why my mind went, well, what if air was water? Um, that's that's my understanding of quote unquote multiverse because I think my head is stuck in. God bless you.
Thank
My
you.
my head is stuck in comic books and all that jazz. But
Hmm.
when it all boils down to my personal truth and my personal feeling, it's this. This is it. This this is where we are because this is how it's been orchestrated by the Lord. And so, sorry if that doesn't answer your question, Bud, but I think it's a fun question still, nonetheless. And I love where these guys went with it. So, thank you very much for offering that up to us, ladies and gentlemen.
Man.
If you have an idea of a question, because we've already asked the hard ones and the softball ones, but if you've got a question that we haven't thought about it, please respond to me on Twitter or write on one of Alex's pictures on our Instagram, or you could even write us an email. Did you know we have that? Oh my goodness. Your Brothers in Arms podcast
We
at
do check it.
gmail.com. Yes, please. Brothers in Arms podcast at gmail.com. Send us stuff. Anyways, love to have those questions because that would be fun. And Philip, thanks for supplying tonight's. All right. Well, good deal. I think I've got a dad joke or two. You ready for this?
Oh, hit me.
I already tested them on Alex, and he laughed.
They're pretty good.
Yeah. So I asked my phone, Siri, why am I so bad with women? She said, I'm Alexa, you moron.
It's still fun.
I love it. It's the best.
What do you call an indecisive beach?
Wishy-washy?
I'm not sure.
Nah. My wife and I were stuck in traffic. Frustrated, I looked at her and said, I'm turning round. She replied, I know. Stop eating so many burgers.
Speaking of,
Ouch.
oh my. Why couldn't the lumberjack think of a good tree pun?
It kept leafing him.
He was stumped.
He was.
Did you know that toasters aren't waterproof?
Really?
Yeah, I was shocked.
I'm giving away racing geese for free. You can come over if you want to have a gander.
Why don't penguins carry fish or why do penguins carry fish in their beaks?
Because they have no hands?
They have no pockets.
Oh, pockets. My bad. I told my wife she painted her eyebrows too high. She looked surprised.
Oh man.
Yep.
That brings back memories. Owensboro.
Oh, Greg, what's made of leather and sounds like a sneeze?
What's what?
What's made of leather and sounds like a sneeze?
It's
I don't know.
correct.
A shoe.
A shoe.
That one's for free.
That's pretty
It's
good.
a good one.
What do you call an owl that can do magic tricks?
Houdini.
Oh, Houdini.
My wife said, I don't quite understand the science behind human cloning. I responded, that makes two of us.
What's the difference between a weird rabbit and an athletic bunny? Or an athletic rabbit?
I missed that. Try it again.
All right, what is the difference between a weird rabbit and an athletic rabbit?
One word.
Nope. One is a bit funny and the other one is a fit bunny.
One letter.
One letter.
Yeah, what's the difference between roast beef and pea soup?
I don't know.
Anybody can roast beef. This is so bad. This is so bad.
I think we've said this one before, but it still makes me laugh. What does a triceratops sit on?
His bud.
No, it's Tricerabottom.
Mm.
My last one, I went to a psychic. I knocked on her front door. She yelled, "Who is it?" So I left.
What do you call a blind dinosaur?
I don't know.
Do you think Saurus?
Do you think he saw us? Love it.
That was good. I like that
I
one.
love
Let's
it.
keep her.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining us both today and tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you for joining
Mm-hmm.
us and having fun with us because we truly appreciate this time that we get to have together. So, I want to be giggled all night long. Thanks. Appreciate. Do you
Mm-hmm.
think he saw us? Saurus?
Do you think you saw us?
Do you think he saw us? I shoo. But anyways.
And last but not least, though, what did the duck say when he bought chapstick from the hotel desk?
I don't have any whips.
No, just
Put
to
it
put
on
it
my
on the
bill.
bill.
Put it on my bill. Dang it. Dang it. That's like one of the first ever dad
Mm-hmm.
jokes. So punny. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 110 of Brothers in Arms podcast. Thank you for hanging out with us. You can find us live on twitch.tv/Brothers in Arms podcast. You can also find us on Instagram now at Brothers in Arms podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also find us on Twitter at your BIA podcast. The world traveler over there is posting things as he comes to port, and
Mm-hmm.
Greg and I will try our best to post things as well. Been playing a lot of Pokemon Go. You don't want to see that stuff, but but no, life is good, and here we are.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, we'll be back together again sometime very soon. So, boys, any parting remarks before we get out of here?
As always, drink water, change your socks, take your Motrin.
Sounds like a plan. Alex?
Sometimes you have to put lotion on your feet.
Sometimes you have to put lotion on your feet.
Yeah, that's a good word.
Feet.
Feet.
Mm-hmm.
Feet.
Yeah.
Watch out for the ship
Take care
diet.
of your feet, people.
Yeah, avoid the ship diet.
Avoid the ship diet.
Oh,
Man, I'm down on 30 pounds already. I'm just saying.
look at you, man.
No,
Mm-hmm.
Elastaman over there.
both impressive and scary.
I do look bad.
Yeah.
It's just-
Oof.
And I will tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, there is nothing wrong with saying or admitting you need help.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing. For men, it makes you no less of a man. For women, it makes you no more needy. When you need help, ask for help. And I promise you, someone will listen.
Mm-hmm.
Someone will listen. So,
They will.
love y'all. Thank you.
I love you too, brother.
Thank you.
Love you too, buddy.
Thank you. Y'all be good. Be safe out there. Take care. Keep looking up, as Pop says.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
we'll see y'all soon. So y'all take care now.
Day.
Okay.
Okay, bye now. We'll see
Okay.
you later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
It's a deep thought.
Yeah, that
Deep thought.
thought I tooted.
I definitely did.
Deep toot.
I've been doing the
Best
whole.
episodes of that show. Oh, man.
Fodder from pooping.
Mm.
That's the
A lot of
that's
them
some
pooping.
of those you need to go back and watch it as an adult.
Which one?
Mm,
Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh yeah,
mm,
Man, oh man.
yeah.
You watch that one as an adult and
mm,
you'll catch so many things you missed as a kid. You're like,
What?
I can't believe what no, they did not. That Dexter's
mm,
Lab,
Oh
that's another one.
goodness, yes. It's
There's a
all that
lot of
mm.
Cartoon Network stuff, man.
well,
Yeah.
they do it for a reason because they know if they write them in, they're highbrow enough that it'll just go right over a kid's head. They're
Sure,
not going to get it.
sure.
Mm,
But as an adult, if you have to sit through it to watch it with your children,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna see it, you're gonna laugh,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yep. I
yeah,
think that's why Shrek was so
mm,
good.
it's exactly why it was so good.
Uh huh.
It was the
mm.
Same
same kind
humor.
of writing.
Same humor. Yep. All right.
Are we
Well,
still on?
yeah,
Oh
we
yeah,
are.
we're still going. We
Yeah.
haven't
Okay.
gotten off yet.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. We'll see y'all
Bye.
later.
Bye.